how do podcasters make money? Like you guys have a successful podcast. How do they? I always wondered that. I never really knew.
Oh, you know.
Right. You don't act like you don't know.
I don't know.
Please enlighten us.
Oh,
gosh. How do podcasters make money?
Us newcomers.
This is earn your leisure, so we gotta,
we gotta let the people know. So, I mean, we make money a few different ways. We make money obviously from ad revenue. We make money from streams on YouTube. We also have a Patreon. We make money with Patreon. We used to sell merch, but we don't really sell merch as much anymore. But that used to be a stream of income that we had. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to think of my
live shows.
Live shows, but we haven't toured in like 2 years.
Yeah, like hosting events, stuff like that.
Do you have products?
I have a cosmetics business, but we don't have anything with Poor Minds together currently. But we used to sell hoodies and wrap tees.
We had like the little wine stoppers and stuff like that. Like we really like ramp up like the merch stuff whenever we were touring and things like that. But like she said, those like are our main sources of income. And we did an ebook as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we get so many questions of like, oh, how do I start a podcast? What do I need? But it wasn't just like the typical ebook, like, okay, get a camera. It was like, I was legit giving actual websites that we use. Oh, if you want to make some ad revenue, you can sign your podcast up with this audio, this source. So,
we did the course too, so you can actually get the bundle. Like if you're somebody who's more of a visual learner, you could watch the e-course, or if you're somebody that needs to look at a book, we have the
Look at y'all.
And then we stepped into the hosting space. We did, we did the Earn Your Leisure Festival,
Invest
Fest, and then we did Essence Festival.
We did Essence,
BET Awards. Yeah, we did the Media House last year. So I think, like I said, when you're getting into podcasting, the actual show you can make a lot of revenue from, but the outside things that you do outside of just sitting on the couch and being in front of the mic is like...
So it's using your influence to get money from ancillary.
Absolutely. Right. I mean, even now we get money from Facebook, TikTok. Yeah. It's like a lot of stuff.
That's what I was forgetting.
Yeah.
Social media platforms.
Yeah, there's a ticket going on the streams y'all just named. We're about at 11.
Yeah, it's
multiple streams is important. In the ad space, I know like when people are starting the podcast, that's very important, right? It's probably one of the first sources of income you're going to have. Based on your topic, do you guys ever feel limited, right? Because sometimes there's only a certain level or a certain category of ad client that's looking to put things on your show, right? Whereas if you have more of a broad-based topic, it leaves it open for a lot more categories. Have you guys ever felt that way when it comes to the ad spends?
You know what? No, not really, to be honest. Like, I feel like a lot of different companies want to work with us. Like, we've never really had that issue, but we do know some people in the podcasting space that have told us that they've had that issue because they might have like a sex-based podcast, but we've never really had that.
I mean, sometimes we get asked, I'm like, they want to work with us?
Yeah, like, it'll be the most random stuff.
It'll be so random.
Like Manscaped.
Yeah, like manscaping, like all that stuff. Like, it'll be like, but it works.
Yeah.
Like, if they renew the contract, I'm like, oh, y'all must be clicking
Blue Chew.
And I'm like, do men really watch the show? Or maybe women are buying it for their men.
Yeah, I don't think y'all will be limited because you're not, like you said, you're not a sex-based podcast.
Right. Like we have a segment, but it's not the whole entire show. You know what I'm saying?
I think people think that sometimes just because of the clips that are cut from the show, it'll be like the sex topic. So then before people actually come and watch the show, I think they assume that it's a sex-based
or it's a female-based show. Men might not be really watching, but that could actually be the opposite.
Right.
And I think it's really crazy with these ad companies as well, because like you said, you just never know what we're going to get or what people want to work with us. Because honestly, being that we're so heavily with the women crowd, we don't get a lot of beauty ads.
Yeah.
Like a lot like makeup stuff, like hair stuff. We really don't get a lot of stuff like that. We had one fashion company where like you could, have like a subscription service to get clothes like one time. But most of the stuff is really like food, food stuff,
mental
health stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I was like,
So how have you guys been able to build your community? Because you got like a loyal fan base, supporters. You have a name for them, right?
The Poor Crew.
Poor Crew.
Oh, you are.
So how because a lot of people create content, but then everybody doesn't have like a community.
Yeah.
So like, what's some of the ways that you've actually been able to cultivate and keep that community together?
I feel like one of the major ways, and we always say this, one of the major ways that we've been able to build such a large community is that for the first few years that we started doing Poor Minds, we never had guests on the show because we always wanted to make sure we were building a fan base of people who wanted to see us every week. I feel like a lot of the time when people start off having huge guests on their show weekly, the week that you don't have a guest, the viewership falls off. So we wanted to make sure we were cultivating a space and a community of people that no matter who we had on the show, they still gonna watch. So I feel like that was a major key.
And another major one is we talk to our listeners. Like, everybody acts like they too good to take 20, 30 minutes and just respond to comments, you know, talk back to people. Like, I still do that. I engage with my listeners because I just started a new YouTube channel called Love XP. So I do like hot topics on there, and I'm like, y'all hashtag Love XP so we can talk about it together. You know what I'm saying? I think the engagement of feeling like, you know what, Lex and Drea are cool. I can talk to them. If I tweet Poor Minds, they gonna tweet me back. So I think it's like not feeling like you are a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? And really engaging with your audience helps a lot.
We do that with Travel Queens too. We live tweet every week on Twitter when Travel Queens is on. To the listeners.
I was wondering, right, that community that you build, it obviously helps when Travel Queens is about to debut and people are supporting it. But when you guys had the debut for it, there was just like an overwhelming sense of emotion that I watched from y'all. And I was like, this is interesting. Talk about what that felt like in that moment to watch yourself on a big screen and your fans and your family there with you.
That was the first time we watched the episode. And I think like in that moment, it really just kind of like hit me. And I'm like looking at her, I'm like, we really did that.
Yeah.
Because even while we were filming, it was like we were working. And it did, I think in that moment, it hit us because honestly, getting the premiere party together, getting ready for everything, finding outfits and just hair, makeup, all this stuff, we didn't really get to sit. So in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, like we really have a TV show.
You was boohooing.
Yeah.
She was holding it together.
I was trying, but honestly, I feel like it hit me at that moment as well because when we were filming the show, I definitely felt like, oh my God, we're about to have a TV show. But that day, all of our friends being present, all of our family being present, seeing it on the big screen at the venue, I was just like, wow.
Because we didn't know how it was going to look. I didn't know if it was going to look like a little Tubi, bootleg. We didn't know what it was going to look like. And I'm like, oh, they got us looking real like professional. You know what I'm saying? I was looking like, you know, Gordon Ramsay up there. Yeah.
Gordon.
You know what I'm saying?